said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down mark.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fights off a defender. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On the run, it's Morris. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Power football with the run. It's a seam wide open. Lean for the wire, touchdown. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's locked. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Throws to the back. The short hands, it's locked. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's loose. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Using his legs, it's Morris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Extending the play. Finds his big tight end. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning on the Jets. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Got enough space. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 11 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first pick.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Galloway. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to pass. It's Carr.
And a lot of time.
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. He's got it all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half.
Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with second and 4. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go right back to the run. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll try to run for it. Inside the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 8 over Louisiana Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give on the option. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking to throw its card. Hauls it in.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Pauling. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Touchdown, Notre Dame! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He'll toss it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
To the ground to try to move the chain. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. They'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The give to the lone running back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
On the ground, it's Morris. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Now on first down from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. On the move is the 30. Lots of running room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Bunch formation for these receivers. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
To the air on 2nd down. Working that left side. Bounced off his feet.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are, with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Pass interference. Defense.
How many times do you think they're going to run that one back in film study? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. It'll be a long film study for him. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Love. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incomplete.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Big spread. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give, and tick, 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 tick. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Morris. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Running to the left. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place.
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.